I want to enter Netflix long here. Let me see what Netflix does down here at the bottom of the zone. I could enter long now with a stop under the low. I'm going to enter Netflix there. I'm going to cancel that order on Netflix. I'm going to enter Netflix there. I'm going to cancel again. I don't like NASDAQ. I don't like NASDAQ coming down off that and rejecting that supply zone there. Netflix 2-minute chart looking bearish. I don't like how we came into the zone so deep and there's no reaction off of this. So it's kind of telling me if we get under the zone 589, we could go see 585 again, which could be a potential short. We'll just watch and see here. Netflix, I can see it drop and pop back in the 2 hour, and then a rejection off that is possible. There goes Netflix under 589.25. I'm gonna look for a retest possible of this zone and enter short. Netflix starting to pop and Nasdaq going green on that candle. It's 591.20 on Netflix. Netflix 2-minute chart starting to fail there. Netflix, I'm liking that move. I am liking that move on Netflix. We broke the lows there. I want to see a retest of the zone. 590, 589.25 with a stop over 590.65. There's that retest there. I'm going to enter a long position here. I got filled there at 166 per contract. Stop is above this high here. 590 incoming on Netflix if we can't fail this zone down here. Netflix pushing 590 now. Netflix, this move honestly does look pretty extended to the downside. We're down 6 points. Might be a pullback into 592 coming for more shorts to pile up. There's Netflix back to the lows. It's trying. It might want to hold that area for a higher low being put in. There goes the break. Let's see if we can hold that under that 589.20. Up only about 5% here. Nasdaq starting to flip, but it's going into demand, so I got to be weary of that here. Netflix closed above that zone. We're having trouble pushing it lower. Have to be careful here. Nasdaq failing at 30-minute, starting to go lower there. Netflix is not coming with it. Netflix is stagnant right here. I don't want to see a push. There's the push. I'm going to have to exit if it gets above 590. What is the high? 66. There's a break again under 589. There's the lows being broken on Netflix. Nasdaq at the bottom of that 30-minute. Netflix starting to go up 12% on Netflix, but these contracts are cheap. I'm holding for the bigger move though. Low a day is 587.70. There's the break. Let's see if we get some continuation down in the 586, 585 area. Just need to drop another dollar or so. Up 40% on these. 586.70 incoming. Might take that move. That's a big red candle. Coming back on Netflix. Nasdaq coming into 10 minutes zone. I'll have to be careful here for a pop. I want to try and exit this Netflix position on a down move like we just had. Netflix is the right idea, but if it gets above the previous lows here, 587.80, 587.70, need to see it protect those lows. Nasdaq really starting to go. Netflix is not responding to that. Netflix above the low there. Ready to sell my Netflix position on a push down here under 587. 587.20 is on the ask. Nasdaq is really starting to go. Ready to take this position off here. I'm out there. We got filled there. Oh wow. Now it starts to go and break the low. You could just tell the lack of buyers that were here. Tesla back down into 198. Tesla 198.12 to 197 hold would be interesting for a push back to the upside. We did not hold any of these levels from yesterday or below yesterday's lows. There goes Tesla. Tesla would be interested in a long here. The market needs a pullback to the upside. I might take the 197.50 calls here. Depending on if we hold this zone, the market is really starting to push on down. If we start getting some buying pressure here, I'll be interested in Tesla. Tesla, I'm entering long there. Got filled at 218 per contract on the higher end. I market ordered into that, which was not ideal. I should have bought it inside the zone. I would have been up nicely already. And these are 0 days till expiration, so I need to be careful. I'm not liking that fail. Tesla back to the lows there. Down 20% on these. I bought too high on that Tesla call. Way too high. I bought the top of this candle. And there was no continuation after. We're trying to base out here. Nasdaq's still flushing bad. I need to see above 198.12 again on Tesla if we can get up there. Trying to get up there into 198. Here's 198.12 on Tesla. 198.20 is incoming. As long as the 12s can hold. I want to see this high being broken here. 198.50. I'm up a percent on these. I might exit here. But I do see potential in this zone holding. We just need to break above that. We got above the 50s. We need to see 198.65 hold. 198.60's failed there. I'm not liking that pullback at all. There's the 90s trading, trying to hold it. The 5-minute looks wicky. I want to see what happens in the 198.60s again. There's 50s trading. There's sellers at the 50s there. Below 198 it's not looking pretty for Tesla. We can flush the lows below 198. Nasdaq's still struggling there. ES trying to reclaim 50-20. There's 198 trading on Tesla. It's below 198. I'm not interested below that. Just trying to hold it. I'm ready to market order out of these. I'm down 3% on them. It's trying to hold that. The 50s had sellers there, so we have to be careful. If price can push above that, then the sellers can stop out, causing a bigger move to the upside. I like seeing that green candle there. Need to see it break those highs at 198.75. ES trying to hold that 50.22. There's 198.80s, 199 incoming. Want to see what it does up here. 199.10s, 11s. Trying to get a push into 200. We're having some trouble there. I'm going to exit here. Ugh. I'm going to exit there. We got that push up. We held the 198.12s. These contracts are really moving quick. I mean, they are. The buyers did hold down here. Sellers could be getting stopped out and could see a bigger move to the upside today. Netflix really fell off that zone. Netflix, a potential long off this 45-minute is possible. I want to see this zone hold here on Netflix. Netflix 580 put calls are possible here. If we hold this zone 577.32, I'd be interested. There's a lot of volume coming in there. A lot of volume. I'm going to enter those on Netflix there. Got filled at 264 per contract. I want to see this zone hold. I will stop out below 578. Need to see Netflix above 579, 580. I'm ready to exit if we don't get that move quick, because I know these contracts come right back on me immediately. 579 30s, 50s on the ask, 60s on the ask. Ask is starting to move up. Bid's starting to move up. There we go. There's a nice push there. Ooh, 580. We're starting to fail that. I'm out there. Got filled at 293 per contract. I did not like that pullback into that zone immediately. I can tell that on Fridays I take my moves a lot quicker because the 0 days till expiration moves so fast and it scares me. So I'm trying to just be there for a quick move instead of be there for the whole move. Like Netflix can definitely hold this 580 zone and come back up here to 581, 582, but it's so iffy. Like it came all the way to the bottom and then came back to the top of the zone. So just gotta be careful trading. NVDA under 730 there. Potential short. I'd be interested to take a short off this zone right here on NVIDIA. Want to see this zone here on NVIDIA fail under a key trend line here. 733.25 is the high. It's a $1.70 zone here. Nasdaq's going up on that, so I don't like that. 32.60, 70 on NVIDIA. We're trying to break that high. Tesla's starting to go. Whole market is starting to move off that. There's the stop on NVIDIA. NVIDIA back below 733 is looking interesting. Gonna enter a short there on NVIDIA. Got filled at 160 per contract. And we're coming back to the high there. It's a lot of volume on NVIDIA. 736 could come fast if we hold this high. Coming into VWAP to test it. It's a really strong rally here. These contracts, I'm down 8% on them. Nasdaq pushing to the bottom of this 10-minute zone. I'm down 8% on NVIDIA here. That's my stop loss limit. I don't like that hold there. This thing can move up really quick. Struggling there. Less volume on this candle. Coming to the low, 733. 733.20 retest is definitely possible. There's a low being broken there. This is break even for me. We held that area. These buyers might push the highs there at 734.50. Here comes the high, 734. Ready to exit here. Ooh, the video wants that high. The video wants it. 734 on NVIDIA. NVIDIA's failing this previous high. We're trying it again. 4 minutes of consolidation here on NVIDIA. Just trying to get above that. There's above it. There's VWAP. It's a 10% loss here for me. I want to see that high be failed. I don't like over 734.50s. I don't like that. There's 734 retest. That was a aggressive green to red move there. Nasdaq still under that 813 zone. Ooh, I don't like that on NVIDIA. Over 734.50 is not attractive to me. It's right there. This thing is wicky as hell right here. 734 is trying to hold for sure. These contracts are starting to decay on me here with all this consolidation. We're not seeing any big sellers come in. There goes a high break above VWAP. 734 again. 734, 2,200 shares looking to be bought there. They did get filled. We'll see if that was a buyer or a seller trying to get out of his position. We're trying to drop into 733.20 again. Here we go. Let's get this push down. I don't want to see this area hold. The Nasdaq's starting to go back down. We retested that 17,813. NVIDIA 732.60s and 80s right now. Wow, that's break even immediately. That 733.20, if we don't hold below that, it's going to be a pain. Up 1% on these. Need to see it keep rejecting. I'm not liking that push above. Failing. I'm going to just throw out an order for break even there. Tesla making a move back up. NVIDIA lower volume there. NVIDIA, I'm not liking that. NVIDIA's starting to look ugly. Above 734.20 is ugly. See if we can get it fail off this level. Don't want to see it hold. I need to stop holding on to this losing position here. I should have gotten out down here on this flush. But now we're still in it and we're down on the position. 24%, 25%. I'm going to have to take this loss here. This thing does not know what it wants to do. Coming back into break even there. Ooh, getting that flush. The low down here is 732.10. Need to break under this low, 732.07 exactly. I need to break under 731.50. 731.50 incoming. Now the trend line is coming. You might want to hold this trend line. Up 21% there. There's a push back up. I'm not liking that if it traps sellers down there. We couldn't close below that previous low. There's 40s trading. 50s trying to hold. I'm not liking that for a push. I'm exiting there. Very small gain there. I didn't like how we started to hold this zone. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna call it a day there. I took 4 trades, I think. Netflix, Tesla, NVDA was a break even basically. It's getting toward that 11:30 a.m. mark. I wanted to be done by 10:30, which I was basically, and then I took that last NVIDIA trade that really didn't end up working out. We can go check on that. I'm glad I exited where I did because I exited right in this zone down here on this green candle. I got out of my position and I'm glad I did because we got a big push out of that. Trading on Fridays is crazy with the 0 days till expiration contracts. They move extremely fast. I'd rather take a quick move than be down on a position 50% in 2 minutes. I definitely need to clean up my charts a bit. Netflix held that 45-minute old supply zone very well. We never got a retest of the zone until today. So I'm glad to see that it held, and honestly, a move into 600 on Netflix is possible next week. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Comment any questions, concerns, or anything else you guys want me to make a video on. I hope y'all enjoy watching. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'll catch y'all next week. Thank you for watching, and peace out.